weekend of Life After Lockup is officially over, and Justine and Michael finally debuted their baby boy, Milleon Banks. I guess they decided to name this baby Milleon because Michael already has a Michael Jr. and he goes by Montana Mills as his rapper name. And so he wanted to do like a play on words with the Mills. So he did Milleon, supposed to sound like million, but they thought Milleon sounded better. And they couldn't come up with a good middle name. So Justine was like, how about Milleon Banks? They gave the baby a very unique 1 out of 1 name because I'm sure we're not going to find another Milleon Banks out there or Manhattan Barbie. And the baby was absolutely adorable. It came out with a full head of hair. So I'm sure Justine had heartburn from hell during her pregnancy. And Michael posted some pictures of the baby and said, our family has been blessed with the arrival of the sweetest little boy, Milleon Banks I don't even know how to say their last name, but you guys get it. I can't even begin to describe the joy he brings. Milleon is the perfect addition to his 8 amazing brothers and sisters who are already doting on him and showering him with love. Watching them all together fills my heart with so much happiness. I feel incredibly grateful for our growing family and all the love that surrounds us. Welcome to the world. We are so lucky to have you. You're one strong woman, Justine. And Justine ended up getting her tubes tied after she gave birth. So no more babies for her because I'm sure she didn't get her tubes tied. She probably would have tried to go for the double digits because even she was saying, oh, I don't got that much scar tissue down there, even though I've had 5 C-sections. 5 C-sections is crazy work. And Justine commented and she said, Milleon Banks is here and absolutely perfect in every way. He's 5 months old and his hair, of course, is starting to curl. So if he's 5 months old, it's December. So that means he's probably born in like July or so. And she said the wait is over and the Prince of Vegas is here. Then Justine thanked everyone who had seen her and her son this past 5 months and who kept quiet and didn't take any pictures. And so she just appreciated the privacy that people gave her. And she posted this picture last week. And unless Michael's wearing a really tight hat, it looks like he's cut a lot of his hair off and he's rocking the short hair now. Now he just needs to cut that beard a little bit. And if anybody was wondering, I guess Michael has a manager now and they're speaking for him on social media. They said for everybody wondering why Montana hasn't responded, he'll be back in town Monday, December 9th. But weren't you just posting earlier about your baby? But you know, I just had to throw that PSA out there because I'm sure all you guys were just so concerned. And now I just want to go on a little bit of a rant because I've been seeing a lot of people talking about this whole situation with Justine and her mother. Some people are siding with Justine and some people are siding with Justine's mother. And the whole thing is, you know, Justine has been playing the victim and saying, you know, I realize that my mom just really isn't there for me emotionally, and times when I feel like I needed her support the most, she wasn't there for me. And I kind of feel like Justine is kind of being a little bit ungrateful. Like, yes, I understand her desire to have a strong relationship with her mother. Everybody wants that. That's completely understandable. But at the end of the day, I think her mom is just sick of her shit. I feel like the mom is still supportive, but Justine just wants the mom to be full-on supportive but turn a blind eye to her bad decision making and enable all her behavior. But as a mother, it's her job to be the voice of reason in Justine's life. And Justine seems to be very selfish. She doesn't seem to think things through or think like the long-term effects of things. But the mother does. And Justine just does not want to hear it. And I feel like that's why the relationship is strained, because the mother has been trying to look out for Justine and Justine just ignores her and has kid after kid. She's got all these baby daddies, all these kids. They promised the mom that they weren't going to have any more kids, and Michael swore he was going to get snipped. The next thing you know, she finds out they're pregnant. I would have been so upset too. And it just seems like the mom is sick of Justine's irresponsible behavior. When you look at it from a mother's point of view, I would be frustrated too if my daughter quit her job, married some guy getting out of prison, then immediately got knocked up as soon as he got out of prison, and now they're having another baby, their 9th baby. Then you choose to still have the baby even though you were told how dangerous and irresponsible it was to get pregnant again. And knowing what we know from their very first season, when we were first introduced to the mother and we learned that the mother had been financially taking care of Justine and her kids for her whole adult life. Knowing that information, it's hard to feel bad for Justine, because Justine says, well, my mother's not there for me, but your mother's been there for you financially your whole adult life, and she has taken care of you and your kids, and really that should be your responsibility. I would be frustrated too if you're continuing to bring kids into this world that she has to take care of. And yes, she's with Michael now, so she doesn't have that weight on her shoulders anymore. At least I hope she doesn't. But the thing is, she still co-signed for their house. The house they have in Vegas, Michael didn't have enough income to be able, or I think it was he didn't have enough credit. It was one or the other, to be able to put his name on the house. So Justine had to do it, but Justine doesn't have a job outside of Love After Lockup, and she needed a co-signer, and she ended up getting her mom to co-sign for that house. So that mom is doing a lot for her daughter. Hell, my mom would not co-sign for a house for me. So Justine can't keep making messes and expect her mother to continue to clean them up. I do feel like the mom can be more loving though towards Justine. I know she's frustrated, but she has to still be emotionally available for her daughter. And yes, like, she is being supportive because she is there. I mean, if she wasn't supportive, she wouldn't even be there in the hospital, but she's there with Justine along with all their other family members. They got everybody there because they thought she was really going to lose her life. I feel like maybe if Justine didn't constantly depend on her mom to help like bail her out of situations, then maybe her mom wouldn't have so much resentment towards her. I am good on seeing Justine and Michael again, for real. I wasn't really interested in their storyline this season or the past season. It seems like they haven't had much going on. I am happy for them. Like, congratulations to them giving birth to their baby. But we could have just saved their whole season for a Where Are They Now segment. I feel like this whole season was just dragged out. Them talking about this baby and them talking about all the risks that come along with her having another baby. That just seemed to be their whole season. And there's really nothing that really like made me like on the edge of my seat each week when it came to their storyline. You guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys want to see Michael and Justine come back? What do you guys think about Justine and her mother's relationship? Sound off in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.